I got a weekly card counting video for you today. In this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing with a really big spread. All right, we're going to see if that makes any difference or not in our play. And first off, I got to give you a little warning. I would not recommend this unless you have a very big bankroll, probably $50,000 to $100,000 or so. So if you're just a beginner, it might be fun to watch, but I would not suggest doing this at the casino. Your risk of ruin would be astronomical. So anyway, that said, I want to give you a bunch of chips here, and I'm going to explain kind of the bet spread we're going to use. So let's start off with giving you, these are in piles of 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 in green. All right, and these are in piles of 5. So this will be a total of 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. Let's make it even 3,000, and then 4,000, 5,000. All right, just in case you have to tap into some of that. We'll start out with 5,000. We'll count it up at the end to see kind of how we did or not. We'll keep those big chips kind of over here on the side. All right, and anyway, the bet spread that we're going to be using is going to be a 1 to 40 bet spread. And with that, we're going to be betting kind of table minimum. We're going to say it's a $25 table. And for every true count that is 0 or below, right? So anything below a true 1, we're going to be betting just our minimum $25. And then once we kind of gain the advantage here at around a true 1, we're going to be betting units of 100, right, in 2 spots. So we're going to be betting 1 chip in both those spots for every true count that is that many or higher. What I mean by that is if it's like a true 1, we're going to be betting this. If it's a true 2, that's going to be 2 black chips in, 2 black chips in each spot, all the way up to a true 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. This would be our max bets. So 2 spots of 500, which is 1,000. So our minimum is 25, our max is 1,000. 1,000 divided by 25. That gets us that 1 to 40 bet spread that I was talking about earlier. All right, so I have some cards here, some double deck. Well, I'm going to get these shuffled up, and then we will get going. All right, those are all nice and shuffled here. I'm going to try to cut off right around a half deck or so. All right, and just so we can kind of keep that penetration, it's going to be a little thin. Let's go about there. And then also, I'm going to kind of have a burn card here. All right, so we can check at the end to see if we were right or not with the count. All right, I'm going to do this 3 different times, all right, kind of 3 shoes of this with this big bet spread to see what it does for us here as we practice. All right, so this first time through, I'm going to be kind of counting out loud with you. Then the next 2, I am going to throw in those casino sounds from my previous videos so you can do the counting on your own if you like, all right? But just kind of see what I'm talking about. Let's do this first one together. All right, so wow, a lot of low cards here. We have 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be a hit. All right, and now you can stand. That's 4. Back to 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. What is this? 18. All right. All right. All right, I had to think about that for a second. We have 5 for our first one. So 5 divided by 2 still. Well, that's just going to be a true count of 2. All right, so we're going to raise our bets already. Man, starting off pretty good as far as the count goes. We did lose that first one, but all right, here we go. Count is still 5, 6, 7, 8. My goodness, count rising. All right, and that is an 18. So I think this one's a push and that one's a loss. Count is at 8. 8 divided by 2 still is 4. I mean, max betting before too long here at this rate. All right, running count of 8. No blackjack, so this is going to be double down. All right, count is now 9. 8. All right, this is also going to be a double down. There's a deviation for this hand. All right, remember 10s double at a +4 or higher, which is exactly what we're at here. All right, counts at 8. Nice. 7. Nice. It's a huge win. Okay. Double up on both those. Running count is at 7. Great way to start the video here. Okay, this doesn't always happen this way. Stack all those up. I have to make a couple piles. 7 divided by, now I'd say, actually I think we're still dividing by 2. That's not quite a half deck yet. So 7 divided by 2 is still just a true 3. Okay. Running count of 7. 8, 9, stand and a hit. 10, hit, and you can stand. And we're playing soft 17, so we have to stand on that. Count's still at 9, so let's see, this was 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17? Yeah, so that's a push, and so is that. Okay, counts at 9. 9 divided by, now we can probably divide by 1.5, because I think that is a half deck that's in there. And that, of course, is a 6. 9 divided by 1.5. And since 6 is bigger than 5, bigger than our max true count, we are going to be max betting with 5 blacks. All right, running count of 9. 8, 7, 6. Okay, stand. 7. And, ooh, is that 20? Yeah. All right, counts at 7. 7 divided by 1.5 is 4 for our true counts. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 4, no blackjack. 15 versus a 10, there's a deviation for this, so we're going to stand at a +4 or higher, which we are at. And same for a 16, all right, so count is still 7, 8, and too many, nice. The count is at 8. Okay. All right, 8 divided by 1.5, this is a 5, all right? I think 7.5 is our number that we're looking for there. And so we are going to max bet. All right, running count of 8. Good luck on the ace. No blackjack by me. All right, count was at 8. Now it's back to 7. That's a hit. 8. Going to hit that. Nice. Back to 7. Now you can stand. Again, that's a deviation. You can stand on that. Remember, it is at a +4 here. Counts at 7, 8. And 7. Got a $50 stuck in there. All right, running count of 7. Don't lose track of that. Nice max bet win. Okay, and now I would say that there's definitely less than a deck left. So we're going to be max betting again here. Running count of 7. Nice, blackjack. Okay, before we celebrate that though, count dropped to 6. Another 250 on top there. Love to see our piles growing. Okay, counts at 6. That's going to be a hit. Now you can stand. 7 and 6. Nice. All right, back to 6. Still max betting. Whoa, love to see that. All right, stand. It was at 6. That dropped it to 2 and 1. Okay, so while we have our max bets out there, got a huge win. And unfortunately, the count did drop here though. But towards the end, sometimes I like to see that. That means that all that winning that I just did isn't going to go to waste. All right, true count of 1. Got maybe 1 or 2 more hands left before the end of this shoe. Okay, count was at 1. Now it's at 0. Stand on the soft 19. 14 is going to be a hit. 18, bringing the count back to 1. Nice, won both. Look at that. All right, so I had one here, and let's see if we can win one last one before we're done with this shoe. All right, was that 1, 0, D1, D2, stand, D1, and ooh, 20. So you gotta take that one, and that is a push. Okay, so D1 is what I had here. Let's see if we were right or not. So if it should get us back to 0 with this plus the burn card. If we were at D1, now we're at D2, D1, 0, D1, D2, D3, D2, D2, excuse me, D1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1. All right, so this needs to be a high card, and it is. All right, so we got the count right, which means our bets were right. Okay, so that's kind of a taste of what we're doing there. Had some nice max bet wins on that one. Before we count all this up, I'm going to play 2 more shoes of this. All right, so the count team was right. Unfortunately, those last 2 rounds were we were unable to spread those big ones. But you have probably been waiting to see this, and that is, how much did we win? The answer is a lot, but let's check it out first. So if you remember, we started with these kind of bigger chips in there. So we still have 2,500. All right, and then I think our original was what, 5,000, did I say? So make these in groups of 5. All right, so let's check it out here. So again, I've started with 5,000. So this is 2,500. And then each of these are in groups of 500 as well. So this would be 3,000 total, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000. This was our original. So I keep that off to the side. And then each pair of these is 1,000. So it looks like we were up 1, 2, 3, 4,500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 50, and 6250. So we finished up 4,962.50. That is not a bad day at the office. Nice work. All right, so again, that very first round where the count was high, this is probably a really good video for just to show how good positive counts are, as well as how bad negative counts are, right? And we were negative. I'm glad our minimum there was just 25 compared to our max of 1,000, right? Kind of 2 sets of 500. So that shows you just what a big bet spread will do for you, is that 25, that really small compared to that, it's not going to be that significant when you're losing all those negative counts. But when you do have the advantage during those high counts, the big bets will really take over. So if you have like a $5 table, right, somewhere around there, you can do 5 to 100. That'd be a great bet spread. That's a 1 to 20 bet spread, all right, and that's probably within, you know, maybe like a $10,000, $10,000 to $12,000 bankroll. Could probably handle that, depending on the rules, of course. But anyway, just kind of show you the power of high and low counts. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below. Just click the screen, click the thumb. That really helps me out. Till next time, remember, this is